2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, all right.
Y'all ready?
Yes, let's
3,
go.
2 claps and a Ric Flair. 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Oh, you want to take that again?
Yeah.
We do it again?
Let's do it one more
2
time.
claps and a Ric Flair. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
You like that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I would've been
because I had thought you said 2 claps and Ric Flair, like say his name.
Oh, no, we're going to do a Ric Flair. See, I have to work with these boys, and they insist on keeping some testosterone flowing through the show. So, first of all, welcome, Moneybagg Yo. Do I call you Money? Do I call you Bag? Do I call you
Call
Sir?
me Bag. I like Bag.
You like Bag?
But people who don't know me, Moneybagg.
Moneybagg. Well, I'm going to call you Bag because we go back like 10 minutes.
Bet.
So we're good friends now.
Yeah.
So obviously, you just drove in from Memphis, and y'all driving or flying?
No,
or?
we flew in.
Okay, so you got a show?
Got a show tonight. It's gonna be crazy.
Bar 23.
Bar 23, giving them all the energy. If you ain't, I think this is my first time through here.
You never been to San Antonio?
I think I have like South by Southwest though.
Austin.
Austin.
That's not far from us. Yeah, about an hour away.
Exactly.
Are you going to this year's South by?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know. I might have a bigger paying gig.
Yeah.
Who's got the money?
Yeah. Nah, but for real, it ain't just about the money though. But
I like hearing that because I don't know if you noticed on Twitter yesterday, but Quincy Jones dropped a couple of dimes. He dropped some tea.
He was out there
airing
people out, man.
For real.
He said he dated Ivanka Trump. He said that Richard Pryor and Marvin Gaye had sex with Marlon Brando. But he did say that money should not be your influence in this world of art because if it's your influence, you can't make it.
I agree with him.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Why do you believe that?
I just like money ain't everything. It ain't. I mean, you can have everything. You can have a lot of money, but you still don't be happy.
Preach. That's what I say almost every single day. I met a lot of miserable rich people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, but I gotta ask you, Sir Moneybagg. When a lot of people get what's something else that might make you unhappy when you do get money?
It's just like it's like when you broke, you don't have problems. Like people don't care about you. Like people ain't concerned. But then when you get money, it's like now everybody wants something. Everybody hand out. It's just crazy.
It's a different setup.
Yeah, a whole lot of different altercation situations come because of money, really.
I was talking to Automatic on the way over here. I was telling him, man, when I think of Memphis, I think of 8 Ball and MJG. He said 3-6 Mafia, Young Buck, and you are someone that's making a name for yourself, going through the country, trying to make that name. But I'll be honest with you, when I read your biography, and I found out that we had a lot in common. I was raised by a single mother.
Yeah.
And I want to know what did that experience, what was it like for you, and how does it influence your music?
It was hard, like the struggle influenced the music anyway. It's just being doubted, you know what I'm saying, not having and wanting to have. That was the whole thing, like me trying to do it. Like when I first started rapping, I was trying to do it just for some hood fame and to get a little money. I ain't know I was gonna take it this serious and be big as I am where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, but it's just like it's a blessing at the same time.
When you were first dabbling in music, did you ever think you would be? You just said you didn't, but did you dream of that? Was that something
I
man?
I had of course you're going to have visions and you're going to dream. Like when you watch everybody else, like 50 Cent, Gotti, Jay-Z, when you watch them type of people, you like, I'm going to be there one day. Of course you're going to feel like that, but I never knew that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
what does your mom say? What does she think about all of this?
She happy. She can't believe it though. She don't be believing it.
What were some experiences when you were young? Tell us about it. I know I've shared that with my audience, with our listeners. I think they're more friends, and I'm sure you feel the same way about your fans. Sometimes when you're in a place, you feel hopeless, but you can't always feel that way. Is there a certain experience growing up that you can remember that changed you or made you think a certain way?
Yeah, I used to rob and stuff like that. I was in the streets heavy though, but I learned from that, that ain't what's up. I used to do a lot of stuff in the streets that we.
What was the major? You said learn. What was the major turning point?
Well, I caught my first charge on my birthday. I had just turned 18. I was 17 going into 18. So if I would have caught the charge when I was 17, I would have went to juvenile. But I ended up going to the real jail, and it just made me like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
You woke up.
Yeah, I woke up.
So So talking about
It's cold in here,
It's
bro.
cold. I don't want this
them
bologna
sandwiches are
sandwich.
trash.
Jungle
are.
Juice, look, it's crazy.
So, like talking about the streets, I was going through your Instagram, just scrolling through your pictures. So I saw a picture of you and Migos, and you said that you guys were cool before any of the rap stuff,
Yeah.
and because you had to look out for them. Can you expand on that a little more?
Yeah, I ain't just gonna say I just looked out for them. It was like 6 of us. It was a lot of us. They had a show in Nashville, and it just was a crazy altercation had happened, and we just assisted them. You know what I'm saying? And it just been love ever since that. They just
So something was about to happen.
Takeoff had dropped a bracelet. It was like $80,000 bracelet.
Oh my God.
And we followed the tour bus, and they pulled over at the gas station. We gave it back to them. Like we could have just took it and.
You are a better man than me. You are a better man than I am a woman.
Not to mention, like we was all hurting at the time. We weren't having nothing, so we gave them back.
Where do you find that inside of you to say? I mean, I would not keep that. I just want to. Well, I let that know, and I wouldn't keep the bracelet.
Right now,
either.
my situation, I would
Hey,
keep
you
it.
might
I'm
keep
sorry, Takeoff. I'm sorry. We cool, bro.
Cody can buy you another
But you know what I'm saying? Your boy here.
where does that come from? Where you thought I got to be honest and take him that bracelet? Because most people would not have. They would have never known.
We just looked at like maybe something bigger can come out of this. Like we get them this back because we really want to do music. So we feel like, man, maybe we get a song, maybe we can just campaign with them, and that's what happened.
Man, I think that understanding of the bigger picture is so
bigger picture
big
is a big
for
deal,
everybody.
like,
I wish more people seen, especially coming from, I'm not sure about everything you're from, but from where I'm from, I wish more people understood that bigger picture. Along the lines with your Instagram, I seen you posted a photo of Gates. Now, in this room, we're all big Kevin Gates fans.
Huge Kevin Gates fan.
And you said he shared some words with you.
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and elaborate a little bit more on that?
I talked to him from jail. Yeah, he just told me, like, it was a lot of stuff going on. He just hit me, like, stay focused, like, don't give up, don't let nobody take you out your element, and all that type of stuff. It was really motivation. I needed to hear it at the time.
Do you find that you want to help others in similar situations that you grew up in? Do you go and talk to kids, or do you talk to young men about?
Like, I ain't gonna get on here and lie, but I ain't done it yet. But I look forward to doing it.
We welcome you into the communities. You know, we talk about this a lot. It's important for children who are experiencing what you experience, to see someone who is successful and who has something to share. So I hope you do. I hope you do that. I'm glad you didn't lie, though, because a lot of people come in here like, I go lie.
No, because I'm going to have to cover it up with another lie, because you're going to ask me, where did you do it at? How did you do it?
You've had a side chick or two, haven't you? That's how that math comes. If I start lying, I got to cover this one. I got to make her lie right. I get it.
Exactly. Speaking of women, I got to ask you have a main chick? You got a main girl?
I don't really want, it's personal.
Oh. We are not going to Kanye West it here, huh? You're not going to just tell it all?
No.
So that means you got to get on the YouTube and watch it. I
just don't like to involve like that in it, because like, it's just too much come with it. Like, I ain't trying to do that.
You mean too much come with it?
He's trying to keep his female fans too, okay?
Are you saying that women are trouble?
Yeah.
Basically, okay. All right. You got any kids?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Like, is it 7 correct? I believe 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you mean?
I didn't know if he's like part Latino. I didn't know, bro.
We breed well. We breed well.
Sir, Moneybagg. Yeah. I'm like, yo.
We might be so keen. Hold up.
No, well, let me tell you something. 7 kids.
That's a lot of mouths to feed.
And that's another thing that motivated me, because at the time I had 6. Before the last one I just had, I had 6. And I ain't had none, so that really like motivated me too.
Come here.
What?
You ever heard of condom?
Oh, no.
But like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was like when I was young though. Like, all my kids really big. I got big kids. Like, I ain't know better then. Like, now I know. Like, if I was in this position then, I wouldn't have never done that. I ain't saying they some mistakes, but I would have.
You love your children.
I would have slowed down. Like,
maybe
took my time.
If there's a young rapper out there right now who might be in a situation where you were back then when it wasn't working, and he has children right now, right?
Exactly.
Do you have any advice for that rapper on how to maintain that, being a father and an upcoming rapper? Because you seem to make.
Because everybody, like, all baby mamas ain't the same. It's just like God blessed me with some understandable baby mamas. Like, they understood me. They like I couldn't help. I couldn't do nothing. It was nothing I can do. And
do you help now?
Exactly.
So they were there for you. They supported you.
Yeah, they supported the music. Yeah.
And now you support.
Exactly.
Is there anything that would stop you from supporting your children?
Nothing.
Nothing.
How
do you feel
I'm talking
about?
I can get mad at them. I'm still not gonna stop supporting my kids.
How do you feel about that though? Because you grew up with it, in a single mother situation. I don't even know. I don't even know my father.
Since I grew up in this situation, I don't want my kids to grow up like that. Even though me and their mamas ain't together or nothing like that, I still don't want them to, They can still feel like we together. I guess they can look at it like that because I'm gonna be in their life. I'm communicate.
I think I wish men would see that, a child is like the best gift that any woman could ever give you. It's the most pure gift that any woman.
And then another thing too, like you can get your blessing from there too, cause a lot of stuff I wasn't doing it first, and then when I started when I got in the position and I started taking care of my kids, a lot of more blessings started happening for me. So I believe this got something to do with it.
All about the energy.
When you do good things,
when you do good,
happen.
yeah.
I believe that.
I think that was solid advice. All baby mothers ain't the same.
Nah, for real. Cause I be around different folk. I be around different people, and they be going through it. Like I be like, damn, I'm blessed. Cause I ain't got to deal with it.
Anthony, you're saying that, and I hope you agree with me, Bag. But you chose that person, and you can't go back and talk about him after you have children. Y'all made that decision together. It's about the kid.
But I think at this point he's kind of explaining to the younger homies like, hey, like, not everybody. That's
but
like
not
the
just
message
young
I took.
rappers. You said young rappers, young men in general.
Yeah,
everybody.
Well, you're an influence now. Whether you like it or not. Young men, and they're gonna look up at you and say, "Oh, I could be this, I could do that," or whether it's rapping or whatever they choose to do, they're gonna see you and they're gonna be influenced by you. So don't forget.
Just don't have a lot of kids. That's the only thing I don't influence you to do.
There are things called condoms.
Condoms.
Exactly.
Remember that.
Condoms, man.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about the music. I definitely want to talk about the music. I mean, Memphis has had a strong music scene
for years. I mean, it goes all the way back to all the country scene. I mean, Tennessee and just in general has one of the strongest music scenes in the country. And do you think that that's one of the reasons why the rap scene from that part of the country has done so well?
No, I don't think that. I think we just starting to get looked at right now. To be honest, I don't know.
Really?
That's how I feel.
I guess because I'm from the South, I guess for me,
I feel like we just starting to get the attention we need.
Even with 3 6 and 8 Ball, and then you could get Little White, even all
them. But I'm saying I just feel like this generation.
Okay.
Yeah.
This generation.
But I think everything comes and goes. You had the Houston movement. I'm from Texas, so for me, UGK was I knew who they were. But when I moved out of the state, nobody else knew. And now you have Travis Scott and you have Dice Soho and them coming.
Oh, Travis Scott from here.
Yeah.
How come everybody says that?
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
No, he's from Houston
at UTSA.
Yeah, he went to college here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but see, that's what I mean. You got to represent where you come from. It's important because you are talking about how, I don't know, they're not paying attention to us. But a lot of times when people leave, like 3 6 Mafia, you're right. As soon as I said, 8 Ball MJG, he's like, what about 3 6? I was like, I forgot they were from Memphis. I even forgot.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll get to that level. We'll forget you're from Memphis too.
The Heartless mixtape, man. That's when I first heard about you. The one with you and Dirk was the first cut I got into, and I can't remember the other one. But what's with the Michael Myers theme? I've been meaning to ask you about that.
That's just the Michael Myers thing. That wasn't for the first Heartless. It just happened.
Well, because I know you have with the chain, and
I just did it because they, when you get in the search, when you get in the spotlight. The fans, they peek, they try stuff, they say stuff, right? So that was just one of the things they had to say about me, he look like Mike. So he look like Michael Myers. I knew he looked like somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I just took it and turned it into something positive.
All right. I'm like, that changed.
They were using it as negativity, but I just took it, okay, y'all want to play like that? Okay. Let me go put some diamonds on it, put some ice in it.
That's smart, though. I always do. I got a big forehead, so I always make fun of my own forehead. I'm like, what? You can't take it. If I'm going to, take it and own it, so you got to tell me about the grill, because I heard that grill costs you way more money than I make in a year.
$25,000.
You make a little bit more than that.
You make a little
bit more than that.
A little bit. Not much. Univision. No, I'm just kidding. So
I was thinking about getting veneers at first.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I'm going to just.
The T.I. chiclet teeth?
Exactly.
But you decided to go with a grill. How do they even do that? That's crazy to me.
They you go get molded.
Oh.
When you go you get molded, boom, they make them. when they make them, they send it to you. They send it to you however you want them. You can have them like plates, or you can get them bust down like singles, and then you go to the dentist. Some people don't go to the dentist. Some people let the person who they got it from, but I advise you to go to the dentist.
Yeah, I advise you too.
Me too.
We just talked about dental hygiene before you even got in here. I was like, I hope you went to the dentist. So you did go to the dentist.
I did go to the dentist. I go to the dentist like every, 3 weeks or something, and let them clean. They put some kind of black bacteria stuff in there, clean it.
Oh, so you take care. You have.
Yeah, I take care of it.
You got to be rich to do this. See, I can't even. I wanted one tooth. Obviously, I can't afford it.
No,
Does it bother you, or you love it? You just love it.
When I eat, cause I got like, you got to think about it. I got 20, so there's like all the way in the back too. So when I bite, I ain't got no like 4 teeth back here, like with 2 and 2.
That's so crazy.
That I ain't got it on
these guys, they can't make you a shake or something? Make you some, smash it up.
Protein shake, yeah.
It's very impressive.
Rapper entourage qualified. I mean, blunt rolling's one thing, but shake making, that's a whole.
I don't know. I'm just thinking to myself, they always
weed guy / shake maker.
Yeah,
there we go.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to say that I loved reading about you, and I think you have a very bright future. Everything you have to say, everything that I've read about you, these guys are so impressed. The music, you're coming up. Obviously, you're traveling, you're doing things. What's your next step? Where do you want to go? 6 months, a year from now, where do you want to be?
Of course, I love music. That's what my passion is with music. But I want to do like transition into like clothes, fashion,
nice.
Do some more stuff. I want to do everything. I want to do a lot of stuff.
As a creative, you feel like you have a lot to share.
Yeah.
I think you do. I really have enjoyed this interview. It's very rare that someone will come in and it just vibes like that.
And now obviously we're here to talk about Heartless 2 on the way.
II Heartless. Yeah.
II Heartless, my bad. Okay. On the way now. Previously, in November, you dropped that tape with Young NBA, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And it was confusing, man, from a fan's perspective, because you guys dropped it. Solid project. I like the whole federal theme, everything. That was super dope.
Mm-hmm.
The one with you and Quavo and him makes super dope.
Exactly.
But then he went off on like that Twitter post, the Instagram post that got deleted.
Yeah.
And every time that question comes up, I've seen you kind of not really answer it head on.
What is it about?
Is there anything?
Well, I don't really know. I mess with him, so I don't really know what that was about.
And have you guys communicated since then?
Yeah.
So
and it's okay. There's no.
Yeah, everything cool. So I don't even know what that was about. Maybe somebody was saying he had something else going on. So maybe it was.
It wasn't even about you. It wasn't even about that.
Yeah. That's how
I'm glad though
that
you guys talk, because sometimes that's how things can get heated for no reason at all.
Yeah.
All right. So anything in particular you want to? I mean, who do you want to work with? Throw it out there.
I always dream to work with Future and Thug and Drake, but.
You said Drake. She said real quick. Drake, real quick.
Nah, but for real though, I got on a song with Thug and Future, so you probably be looking for that in the future or something.
So
and then I had him on. He was on the Fed Baby John too. So yeah.
Well, I know Drake's working on a project. You should reach out to his people.
Yeah.
You should.
Some of the time, that might already happen.
It already happened.
I don't know.
We'll see it.
I mean, if you want to just tell the camera when that's coming out right now, you can feel free to do that.
You already work with Drake? Don't go. You gotta look back. You are blushing. Really? You're not gonna tell us something?
Secret.
Okay.
Top secret.
A top secret.
Secret sauce.
Top secret. You heard it here.